Hey everybody, it's Mitch and welcome to my next video. Today we're going to be doing a top 5 most directionally challenged anime characters. Now normally we do top 10, but I only have 5 for this one. It's a somewhat common cliche, but not a huge one. You only see it in a few anime, which is why I could really only do a top 5 instead of a top 10. This is all about those characters that just are hopelessly lost. These guys couldn't find their way out of a cardboard box. They're just terrible with directions. So, anyways, let's get started. At number 5, from One Piece, we have Monkey D. Luffy, the captain of the ship. Now, he is just really bad with directions. He has a habit of just running off and getting himself lost because he doesn't know where he's at. He's just bad at it. Now, he's not horrible. I've seen worse, as you'll see later in the video. But yeah, he's really bad. He's always getting lost, and the crew's always trying to find him. Part of the reason why he gets lost so much is he, tends to run off without thinking. But if he had some sense of direction, it wouldn't be as bad. Yeah. Anyways, he's not terrible, though. He often finds his way back, eventually. Anyways, number 4, from Bleach, we have Kenpachi Zaraki. Now, this guy is just bad. He is always getting lost in the Soul Society, and he can't find his way around. Yeah, the streets there seem like there's some sort of maze, but, he's been there for a while. You'd think he would have figured it out by now. But he gets lost all the time. And, the fact that he's constantly relying on his lieutenant for direction doesn't exactly help matters. Anyways, let's move on. Number 3, from Soul Eater, we have Black Star. Now, this one you don't see much. You don't see it until kind of the end of the anime, but Black Star's got really bad sense of direction as well. When he goes to try and infiltrate, what is it? Not Medusa's castle, Arachne's castle at the end. He's getting directions from Mifune, but he's just like, you know what? I can't take this, and he just starts knocking down walls. He's just that bad. He's just so impatient, and he's bad. Anyways, moving on. Let's go on to number 2. Again from Bleach. Shouldn't be too surprising on this one. But Lieutenant Yachiro, Kenpachi's lieutenant, who's always giving him direction. She is horrible. She's always telling him the wrong way. They never make it anywhere because he relies on her because he doesn't know what he's doing, and she's completely clueless. And you don't want to tell her that because she's a little brat and will probably spit on you and bite your head off, somewhat literally. But yeah, she's horrible with directions. But anyways, let's move on to number 1, from One Piece again, Nora Zoro. Now, this guy is hopeless with direction. These other guys that I mentioned, they can figure out the way to go if they can see their destination. And they're like, oh, I'm just gonna, go towards that way. They see the path, they follow it. This guy can't even do that. You could tell him, okay, I need you just got to go straight down this street. It's right down there. And he'll turn somewhere just randomly. Why? I don't know, but he will make a turn even though he's told to go straight. He is just terrible. Seeing where he's going isn't enough. There's one point in the anime where he's, trying to find his way up a hill, and there's these little branches that obviously go nowhere. You can see they go nowhere. There's no question which ways there is to go. He's constantly getting lost. He's constantly turning down these little side paths that are obvious dead ends. And he's terrible. Granted that was a filler, but he's done some pretty bad stuff on things. There have been times when they've been running down the street as a group, and he'd start ditching off down a side street for some unknown reason. He just makes turns when he really doesn't need to make turns. He's terrible. Zoro is just the worst with directions. Granted, he's great at so many other things, but yeah, don't ask him for directions. And don't rely on him for directions. And, keep him close by so he doesn't get lost. Because he will. Although he does have some decent luck with finding his way back. Usually something crazy happens that helps him out. But anyways, that's really my list. I don't really have a whole lot else to say. If there's any characters that I missed that you want to mention, feel free to leave that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe you think my order's off. Feel free to let me know. I really don't see how anyone could be worse than Zorro, but at least with direction, he's great. He's not a terrible at other stuff. It's really only directions he's bad at. But I don't see how anyone could be worse than him at directions. So I don't see any. I don't see how he could be anyone else could be number one. But if you guys got anything, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Also, please, please, please give me suggestions for top 10 lists. I am seriously running out of ideas, and I have got no suggestions so far. So please, I need to hear some suggestions on this. I'd be more than happy to do them, as best I can at least. Also, please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos. Anyways, I'm Mitch, and I'll be seeing you.